Ani, Bojo, Aaron Bowerman, Indigenous, Shigwenda First Nation, Donjaba. I am an Ojibwe youth currently living and working in Toronto, and I have been asked by the Canadian Roots Exchange to read the number 69 Call to Action of the Truth and Reconciliation Report. We call upon Library and Archives Canada to 1. Fully adopt and implement the United Nations Declaration on the Rights of Indigenous People and the United Nations Joinet-Orentlicher principles as related to Aboriginal people's inalienable right to know the truth about what happened and why, with regard to human rights violations committed against them in the residential schools. Number 2, ensure that its record holdings related to residential school are accessible to the public. And number 3, commit more resources to its public educational materials and programming on residential schools. I believe that this is a very important call to action because as it stands now, there's very limited access to these archives, and it's our right as Canadians and as Indigenous people to know what happened in this history. The second part of this is very important because I believe Indigenous history is also Canadian history. And though we have a right to this information, I believe we also have a responsibility to learn and teach this history of residential schools. Lastly, I believe that having Archives and Library Canada commit to funding programming and education is huge because they could allow access to archives and the history that's housed there, but there's no telling whether people will actually access this information and learn it and teach it. So this commits Archives Canada to publishing and distributing information and history all across Canada in schools, media, and communities. I would like to thank the Canadian Roots Exchange for allowing me to be a part of this campaign. Miigwech, Bamonti.